everybody, here's the garden. What do you say we take a quick run through it? We're going to start over here. Overgrown fennel, stair-step planters, which I'm not using to their best advantage. Empty space where I had some perennials. What is this thing? I forget. Rosemary. Sage. Going down the fence some more, we have garlic that are starting to dry out and get ready to harvest. Grown from organic garlics from the grocery store. 3 tomatoes, pear tomatoes, which have some fruit right here. Lemon boy that's got nothing except a few starts here, and grape tomato with a few growing right there. These are very much off to a slow start because we had a terrible, what is going on with these? These are all wilty and limp. Pretty sure it doesn't need water. I just watered them heavily yesterday. These are all slow because we had a really bad spring and everything got off to a slow start. A weed, another weed, more weeds, more weeds, more weeds. Lots of weeds. Oh, and a pumpkin. Training him to go around and round. I gave him all this room to grow into. I gave him all this room, and he's still just over there. Some volunteer garlic. This is where I planted my garlic last year, and apparently I missed a few. A bee bath. Stones, fill it with water, and the bees can come and take a drink. You don't want to fill it all the way with water. You just leave a little bit of water down at the bottom for the bees to drink. This is the wild garlic. There is a story in itself about the wild garlic. I've shared it a few times. Oh, these trees. This little grove of trees. Everybody needs garden stakes. So I've got this thing, and you see I trim it so that they grow up straight and tall, and when I'm done, I got garden stakes. I grow my own garden stakes. Onions. Oh, the planters, second year with the planters. Onions, 80 onions in here, looking beautiful. For once, I'm getting some good onions, no sign of bolting. I see absolutely no scapes, and they are starting to dry out and fold over. So, onions in a couple of weeks. The Ichabons didn't do well. Only 2 survived out of 4. Only one pepper survived out of 4. I've got some marigolds taking up the space where they used to be. We are also having the same problems with the cucumbers. 1 lemon cucumber survived the first planting. All the others died and had to be replanted. That's why they're so low right now. And of course, everything is running behind. We got the road right over my shoulder here. I've got a few female blossoms in here. And it helps if I kept my pointer in the picture. But this one isn't climbing the trellis. Well, whatever. I don't have anything else over here. You might as well come down here because I don't have anything else. And if in case you hadn't noticed, I had a couple of spare onions here. Let's go down past the onions again to over here where I have 6 squash plants. 6 squash plants all the way through here. There's a patty pan. This near one is also a patty pan. This one's going to be a white patty pan. Over in the corner, I thought I'd have room over here in the corner. I planted some spare onions. I shouldn't have been so unoptimistic. Let me back up here so you can get a kind of a better view of this. So what happens here is here's the square of the planter bed. The squash are planted at an angle Okay, so I've got 2 patty pans, 2 yellows. Looks like the wind is blowing this one over, very clearly displaying a yellow squash. There's another one back over here, also growing. The yellow squash are trailing the zucchini, of which I've already picked 3. And if we peek in here, we see another one gonna get ready to be picked. And where's the other one? There he is, right down there on the ground. And a couple of spare onions to fill in the corner here. 4 more tomatoes, and my drip watering system. I basically fill those with water and poke a hole in the bottom, and they just drip water on the tomatoes. Early girls, which should be out of the top of their cages by now, but again, everything's running slow. But I do have some tomatoes coming in over here. They're finally coming in. It's going to be several weeks before I can plant them. Cut and come again lettuce. I had to pull a couple of them up because of bolting, but I don't actually pick the heads. I just come out here and pick leaves off of them as I need. String beans, pole beans, whatever you want to call them. I've actually got, if you peek in here, you can see I actually planted 2 rows. We can get past the lettuce here. I actually planted 2 rows. There's 1 row right under the trellis, and then the other one is about 6 inches in front. And then I've got these strings here that are bringing the front row up to the trellis. And I'm hoping I can get a little better production out of that. But then look at this. Where do I want to look? Look at them go. Look at them climb the trellis, way up there. All right, last thing to see is the strawberry pyramid. I was going to rebuild the pyramid, but I didn't, so everything growing in here is volunteers, and I've got some new ones coming in on runners, which I've got to establish. But see this? This is the way you make a stepped strawberry pyramid, and you can grow a lot of strawberries in a small space. That's it, guys. Hope you like the run through the garden. Comments. Leave comments below.